Hey, what's up everyone? I'm AK, and I've been working as a content manager at EA for the past 3 years, with my first credits being on Apex Legends, and now I'm contributing to other EA Sports franchises like college football and NHL. In this video though, I want to talk about Cyberpunk 2077, and what it taught me about game design and player motivation. I'm going to walk you through the ways the game taps into both intrinsic and extrinsic motivations, and why it made such an impact on me. Gaming has always been more than just a career for me, it's a passion. I've also platinumed the game, which gave me an incredible amount of time to deep dive into the world of Night City. Whether it's the thrill of driving around in sleek cars, reflecting on deep themes, or experiencing the jaw-dropping tech and its impact on society, Cyberpunk 2077 does a fantastic job of blending gameplay rewards with personal engagement. So let's break it down and explore how these elements help me connect with the game on both a surface level and a deeper one.
Yesterday's body count lottery rounded out to a solid and sturdy 30. 10 out of Haywood, thanks to unabated gang wars. One officer down, so I guess you're all screwed, cause the NCPD will not let that go. Got another blackout in Santo Domingo. Netrunners are at it again, poking holes in the power grid. While over in Westbrook, trauma teams scraping cyber psycho victims off the pavement. And in Pacifica, well, Pacifica is still Pacifica. This has been your man, Stan. Join me for another day in our city of dreams.
So what is intrinsic motivation? That comes from within. It's the personal enjoyment and emotional fulfillment you get from an experience. For example, the joy of exploring the world or enjoying gameplay for its own sake. As for extrinsic motivation, that comes from external rewards or achievements. It's the satisfaction from unlocking new items, completing challenges, or receiving in-game rewards like money, cars, or new abilities. First, let's start with the cars. They weren't just flashy in-game items. They embodied a mix of achievement and personal enjoyment, combining both intrinsic motivation and extrinsic satisfaction in a way that felt immersive. Like the pure joy of driving them around, speeding through the neon-soaked streets, or trying out different cars just for the fun of it. The freedom they offered in the game aligned with my desire for exploration and immersing myself in a futuristic world. And exploration became a personal ritual for me, and I hop into my favorite cars and just drive, taking in the sights and sounds of Night City, like the glowing billboards, the towering skyscrapers, and the unique personalities of each district. Extrinsically, the cars represent status and luxury. They're a tangible reward for success within the game world. Driving around in sleek high-tech vehicles makes you feel powerful, rich, and in control, things that are universally appealing. And collecting cars can also feel like an achievement, motivating you to complete certain tasks or quests. The cars in Cyberpunk give us that rush of excitement and achievement. They also capture the game's perfect balance between intrinsic and extrinsic rewards. But the game isn't just about fast cars and flashy tech. It also gives us moments to pause and reflect. Elements like the tarot cards invite us to explore deeper themes about humanity and technology. So let's dive into that. In Cyberpunk 2077, there are 22 tarot cards in total. These cards are linked to different characters and themes within the game, and collecting them adds a layer of depth to the narrative, encouraging players to reflect on their journey and the symbolism behind each card. I'm going to focus on 3 that stood out to me. The Fool represents new beginnings, uncertainty, and a leap of faith. This mirrors V's journey as they navigate a world filled with risk and opportunity. This also reflects V's existential struggle, which is relatable in real life, like starting something new and dealing with the fear of the unknown. And the holographic murals are visually stunning, creating a sense of mystery and discovery. The open world exploration element feels rewarding and encourages immersion. Now the Hangman. That represents Jackie Wells, I believe. And that symbolizes sacrifice, pause, and perspective. Jackie Wells and other moments in V's story embody this theme, forcing players to consider loss and the bigger picture. This resonates because it encourages reflection. It evokes the importance of stepping back and finding clarity during tough decisions, both in and outside the game. And the way the story unfolds forces the player to confront these moments. The game makes you feel the weight of sacrifice, enhancing your emotional investment. And lastly, the Magician, which I think is linked to Johnny Silverhand. The Magician represents charisma and mastery, but also manipulation and arrogance. Traits Johnny exhibits as a revolutionary and as an ingram driving his own agenda. Johnny's rebellious ideals and flaws make him relatable, reflecting the struggle between fighting for change and dealing with the consequences of selfish ambition. What made him more appealing was Keanu Reeves' performance, Johnny's striking visual design, and his integration into gameplay as a constant influence elevated him as a memorable and impactful character. Spirituality in Cyberpunk 2077 encourages deep reflection on humanity, technology, and personal beliefs. The game also challenges us to think about the future in a more tangible way. Beyond the philosophical moments, the game also immerses us in a world where advanced technology shapes every aspect of life, from AI to cybernetic enhancements to the way we interact with our environment. So let's take a look at how these futuristic elements not only define the game's world, but also spark our curiosity about where technology could take us. Technology isn't just a backdrop, it's a driving force that shapes both the character of V and the world around them. From cybernetic enhancements to sentient AI, the game paints a picture of a future where tech has transformed humanity in both profound and unsettling ways. The game's vision of the future resonated with my curiosity and love for storytelling. I was drawn to how it questions humanity's trajectory, which fuels personal reflection. It's not just about experiencing cool tech, it's about thinking critically. What would this mean for us as a people? Could this world really happen? This also aligned with my enjoyment of exploring deeper themes in how technology influences society, ethics, and culture. Extrinsically, the game's portrayal of advanced AI and cybernetic enhancements offers a wow factor. Seeing futuristic tech like brain dances, hacking abilities, or digital consciousness is exciting and visually captivating. There's also a thrill of interacting with these technologies, using them to complete missions, or even enhance your character. The tech doesn't just shape individuals, it shapes Night City itself. Buildings designed for cybernetically enhanced people are taller, more imposing, and filled with verticality, reflecting the game's theme of progress at any cost. The way people live and interact with the world, from neural interfaces to augmented reality, shows how technology both connects and alienates, creating a society that's both dazzling and dystopian. To wrap it all up, Cyberpunk 2077 isn't just a game that nails the thrill of exploration and futuristic tech. It's a masterclass in how game design can tap into both intrinsic and extrinsic motivation. The extrinsic rewards, the cool cars, the high-tech upgrades, the characters you encounter are things that immediately hook us. They make us feel accomplished, powerful, and connected to the world. But what makes the game truly stand out is how it digs deeper. The intrinsic enjoyment, the emotional reflection sparked by the tarot cards, the philosophical questions raised by tech, the personal connections you form with characters like Jackie and Johnny, keeps us coming back, not just to play, but to think. The distinction between both appeals matter because it shows how Cyberpunk 2077 engages players on multiple levels, creating a rich experience that's both rewarding in the moment and meaningful in the long run. Whether you're racing through the streets in your new car or reflecting on the nature of humanity, the game has a way of making every moment feel significant. And that's the kind of game design that sticks with you long after you've put the controller down.
Hello there, Night City! Stanley here with you, and we got another day ahead of us in this city of dreams. Ooh, I love this town. Love it like you might love a mother who popped you out on the steps of an orphanage once and now stops you to ask if you got a smoke for her. Every new day here means 100 new arrivals, but only half these gonks will survive a year, and that's if it's a good one. And why do these peeps come to NC? Well, to be street samurai like Morgan, Blackhand, and Waylon Boa Boa. The greater the risk, the bigger the bounty, kids. Or so they say. But you can only be a major league player for so long. The faster you live, the faster you burn out. If you don't get a bullet to the Macy's Legends. Know where you'll find most of them? The graveyard. Matters not where you're from. Matters not where you start. What matters here is the walk you walk. In Night City, the city of dreams.